What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of the AniCrew podcast. Today on episode 4, we got a couple things to talk about. My Hero, Eden Zero, Shaman King, and a couple other things. Uh, as you know, I'm LaRon, aka Mr. Uchiha, and here I'm joined by my boy Justin,
Hi.
and I'm joined by my boy Step Back.
Yo.
So actually, first things first, thank you for joining in, tuning in. Subscribe to the channel, hit the noti bell, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Just support us as we grind to our first 1,000 subs. And and hope you enjoy the show. So let's get into first order of business. My Hero. So the first episode of My Hero, not everybody was a fan of it. I kind of expected that from a first episode of the season. Just that lame introduction over and over again. But episode 2, on the other hand, I thought it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty good. It started out, it kind of went into more into like Dobby, what he had to say about when Endeavor finally beat the Nomu and stuff like that. And I thought Dobby was finna, pull up and get on business. And
He tried.
He definitely tried, and he would have. I feel like he would have won had he actually attacked them and didn't get interrupted.
Came right through.
Yeah, so I still have a lot of faith in that theory that Dobby know Endeavor somehow, some way. I think he his son. That's my personal opinion. I'm with the theory, just saying. But the way he talks to him is like, come on now. He said his whole name. He was like, he got super mad. Like he got some kind of grudge against him. You don't just be like, oh, I hate the hero.
Face started bleeding.
Literally, like, but the bunny character, what's her name again? She's like the number 5 hero, correct?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I have no idea. She was that forgettable.
No, she not.
Tragic.
No, she not. I just not good with names right now.
Character design wasn't forgettable.
Bro, number 5 hero, but y'all forgot already, man.
Bro, I'm not good with names. I'll get her name.
Man.
I think it's Miriko. I don't know.
Yeah, Miriko.
It's definitely Miriko. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, shut up. Anyways, but I knew of her character because so many people like the whole waifu conversation. A lot of people brought her up, and I'm like, who is this person? And then
she is pretty tough.
Yeah, so I knew she was like. Of course, they introduced her in season 4, like after they doing the hero introductions, like the new list of top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she came in number 5. So I seen her, but I didn't think I was gonna see her action until like later on in the series. I didn't expect her to like pop up out the cut right now. So like
that's light though.
Yeah, but like for Dobby to get up out of there, obviously she gotta be tough. If he was like, I can't take care of all 3 of them because Endeavor was done. That man was cooked. He was not fighting no more. Hawks was pretty much done as well. He wasn't growing his wings back. He ain't had nothing going for him.
There's something else going on with that too, though.
All right, we getting into that next. But I feel like maybe he could have probably won, but never mind that. But the next part, I was like, yo, that was dope. And then it cuts to Dobby talking to Hawks. And I was like, hold on, nah. nah.
Talking to him. Talking to him about what? What happened?
So it's like Hawks is a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
he's trying to get their trust right now.
Yeah. So at the time, I didn't know that. So when they first show him talking, I'm like, yo, this dude a real traitor. What's going on? He was trying to get Mons killed. I was a little upset because I like Hawks. I'm like, hey, that dude raw. But I like how Dobby still like, yeah, I don't trust you. And it's kind of like, it was weird because I'm like, how does a number 2 hero infiltrate? Like, do they not, like, how do you even go about saying, hey, even though I'm number 2 hero, let me help y'all out? Like, how do you do that without them being like, we instantly don't trust you, we finna try to kill you? You know what I mean? Like, how do you even go about that?
Yeah, so it's kind of reasonable.
Probably the prospect of just having them on their side is like, you gotta like see what he's talking about.
Exactly, but if the number 2 hero is coming to your door, that's like an instantly red flag to be like,
really,
come on now.
They not rocking with him though.
Not yet.
They over suspicious.
They
They got
trust
their
him
guard
enough
up.
though. They trust him enough
Like they're
to
like
be like,
nobody died in that whole thing.
yeah, and he made a good excuse. I can't not say people. I gotta at least keep my stature as number two hero. But so is he technically like triple agent in this thing? Like the people who told him to sneak into the League of Villain, are they like
I'm pretty sure it's just a double agent.
yeah?
Yeah.
So are they part of the Hero Academy? Because the Hero Academy, the Hero agency stuff like that. Because the heroes can't arrest nobody.
I mean, isn't it like the people that
What do you
brought him
mean?
up? Is there a hero
So
association in My Hero?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's what all the heroes are part of.
but I'm
There's
saying, but they can't.
there's heroes, and there's police, pretty much.
I forget.
Yeah.
So is he more so a like hero like who with the police people though?
Nah, he's more like a government hero. If that kind of makes sense. Like so, like there's the hero organization, there's like the government heroes, and then like there's police and all that. The police and like
Okay,
the government heroes are pretty much like damn near the same thing. Like they both work for the government and shit.
okay,
And then like it's like so it's a lot that happens. Like he has like his hires up, like he has to listen to. A lot of heroes kind of like don't have like they have like their own little agency, like they're little higher ups, and like the agency had like their higher ups and like that whole hierarchy and stuff like that.
okay. But yeah, I like how he infiltrating. I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna work out, and it makes me think about why did he what's his name, Tokoyami, the Shadow guy,
Yeah.
Dark Shadow.
Yeah, yeah.
So Hawks in like season 2 or 3 when they
Mm-hmm.
was doing they little whatchamacallit stuff,
Yeah.
the training, how to
Mm-hmm.
be a
Training
hero.
like the heroes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hawks chose
Looks like
him.
his mentor, yeah.
So I wonder if like if the League of Villains, that's what I was thinking about. Like, did they get him to be like, hey, try to recruit that guy because they already were in the process of trying to get Tokoyami? You know what I mean?
Never know really. 'Cause, there is a trader, I guess, and like the actual like school. So who
Right,
honestly could it be?
exactly. And I haven't heard about the UA trader like ever being like fully revealed. So I assume
Mm-mm.
even in the manga, they still don't know who the trader is.
I say it could be
But
anybody.
but I
Well, the main suspect, they like the fans have come up with like the main suspects though, right?
Kinda,
Invisible
yeah,
Girl and
but
then
Invisible
Electric
Girl, yeah, she
Dude.
was definitely one. Electric Dude, yeah, like they were
Like
like
he's
the top
capping,
two, I
like
think.
he's not that trash.
Mm-hmm.
like he's not stupid with that kind of that quirk actually. I get you. I get you. So yeah, I was thinking because I know they tried to spontaneously get him in season 3, so I know my theory don't really add up because it wasn't until he took out Fish Tooth in season 3 when they went to go steal Bakugo, like kidnap him, that they was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, he just took out Fish Tooth. We got to get him." Like, but
Yeah.
you just never know. I don't know, just theorizing that because Hawks, that little connection there, just
Yeah,
a little stupid. But hey,
could be
but
something.
that I like that how that play out. Then it goes to Endeavor kind of like trying to man up, be a better father.
Mm-hmm.
And
And this is where
I ain't gonna,
this is
Realize
where
his
the fans
mistakes.
split.
yeah,
Literally.
cause I ain't gonna. I mean, he did do some messed up stuff, but I mean, he trying to make amends. That's at least he
Mm-hmm.
can do. And at least he not being no crybaby about it. Like, oh, why don't y'all forgive me? He like, I get it. I know what I did.
Yeah, like
Like,
literally,
yeah,
I messed up. I see the error in my ways.
like you definitely have every right to be mad at me right now. But I like how Todoroki handled it. He like, I definitely agree with Nasuo. Like, still, it's a lot of Endeavor KO around here, but
Literally.
but he was like, at least like as a hero, you did show me something. Like I appreciate what you showed me as a hero. Like you dug in. I seen a part of him.
Yeah.
He like, I seen a part of you I ain't seen before.
As a
You really was a
hero,
hero. Yeah.
literally, as a hero, I can respect you, but as a father, it's like it's just not there.
Yeah,
Like that
you
respect is
still
just not
troll
there.
for obvious reasons. But that Scar
Obvious
Endeavor
reasons.
though, that mug was way better. I don't know how to explain it. Like I was not expecting a scar that deep, like that big of a scar.
Didn't he
Like
get
I
that scar
thought,
from the Nomu or something?
yeah,
Or
yeah, like that Nomu gave him a nasty
yeah,
slash, and I thought he would have lost his eye, but thankfully he didn't. Because I'm like, I don't know,
Eye
she
patches are
wants it.
cool.
Me
I don't
either.
want
So
no
much
more
better
one
for
eyed
iPad.
characters.
I would have fucked with him when they had iPad. Damn,
Nah, I
that's a raw
be
character design.
yeah, but I like how like I said, I like how Todoroki dealt with the
He
situation.
walked in Todoroki like nice scar. with his shit just.
Yeah, you and then like show to the rookie scar, like, how that feel? I like it though. But moving on to Midoriya though. The vestiges. How you say it? Vestiges?
You said it
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
they
I like
gave
how you did
a
that.
nice backstory on all the people who had one for all before him.
Yeah.
Not all people,
Not
but
all of them,
the
just the
number
first
one,
one.
the
Yeah,
first one, the
majority.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I assume All Might not in there because he didn't die yet.
Mm.
I assume that's why they didn't show him, you know. But I like how I was confused at first because it's like how did he gave him the quirk that stopped past power, but what would that have done for him in the time? You know what I mean? Like he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a power that suits you perfectly," which was
Yeah,
the
but
stockpiling power.
it's.
That's how All Might explained it. But how would that power have benefit him in his lifetime if you literally like what can you stockpile if you're
I
not
mean,
passing it to no
I
one?
don't. I
It's
don't think he
no.
got that far though. It's just the fact that he
Exactly.
already had a quirk to pass on a quirk.
But All for One didn't know that though.
Exactly.
So what like why would he even give him that then? It wouldn't make sense.
Well, honestly, I think he low key knew. I'm pretty sure he low key knew he had like that power to pass on the
So
quirk.
he did
That's why
tell
like
him.
that's why he kind of gave him a quirk that kind of like manifests like over the years. Like the quirk literally gets stronger each year that goes on. And
So
he's like low
he
key.
wanted his brother to
I'm a
live through other people.
literally. I want you like to pass on this quirk to other people. Keep growing it, and then eventually I'm gonna come back for this quirk.
Oh, okay. That's I'm
Yeah.
like, cause I'm like, if he didn't know that, then what was the point of giving him that? It wouldn't have made sense. But yeah, if he was to take off one for all now, that
I mean, that's literally what he
done,
wants. That's
done,
literally what he wants. He wants that quirk back.
done, done. It's over with, done. And
It's a crazy
Midoriya better
plan.
not fold. That is a crazy plan because that's like he already has the power to already take over everything, even with well,
Yeah.
probably pre fighting All Might, like he probably was
I mean,
like ridiculously strong.
yes, he
But
literally has the power to steal quirks and give quirks.
right, so I don't know if he get any more quirks than what he got.
You
I don't
got
see. But the thing is, I don't see him breaking out. But then again, I do.
you gotta think though. The man who literally has like no one knows how many quirks he literally has within him. He just has so many. And like the fact that you gotta think like his brother died so long ago, bro, and he's still alive at this point. You gotta just
Exactly. I
think
was
he has a
like,
lot of quirks. He has a lot of shit just piled
but
up
then
in him.
again, they did say all the all for one for all users died young because he was on
Mhm.
that with him.
Yeah, I mean, like he literally wants that quirk, so like he does what he gotta do, like
But
because that pretty much like that quirk can like literally stop him. He just knows it, so like he's just literally trying to get rid of it or he to take it for himself.
okay,
And
okay.
like pretty much his quirk and like that quirk, like they're literally just forever destined to like to be intertwined with each other. It's like it's always gonna be
Well, yeah, of
conflict
course.
between
Yeah, of course, of course. Kind of like no, it don't really not a good correlation. Kind of like how Ashura Indra thing, like it's their destined whoever soul they occupy,
them. Yeah,
always destined
it's
to
pretty
fight
much
kind of thing.
it's pretty much like yin and
So
yang, like
he's not about
really
to. He's not
yang and
passing on
yang.
his quirk.
No.
I thought
Well,
he was
think
about to make
no,
Buddy his
how
successor.
so
so technically he can't like it'll be explained later on, but like he literally can pass on quirks that people like he created like most of the no moves. Like most people don't understand. Like he literally created no
yeah,
moves
yeah,
to pass his
exactly. He
quirks
take
along.
quirks and then because I
I
remember
bet.
you told me about that one kid,
Hmm.
that one kid from like episode 1 when
Yeah,
Bakugo and them was uh
yeah.
beating
So
up on Midoriya.
yeah, so a lot of
That
people don't realize, but like in episode one, there was a kid along with Bakujo, and like Deku, and like he had like wings and shit, whatever. And he was also like bullying Deku along with Bakugo and like all that. And then eventually he ended up dying at like a young age or whatever. And that had happened. But eventually, like when Deku and like Bakugo into like the academy, if you remember like that wing Nomu that had attacked him, that wing Nomu literally had the same wings that kid had that used to bully Deku.
So he killed a kid for the wings.
I don't know
Yeah.
if he yeah,
Well, I would.
That's
because
tough.
Well, yeah. Well, you lose your. Well,
it's a lot
technically,
of
yeah.
theories. It's a lot of
A
theories that
lot of
I
things that
heard
happen.
because like that You know how they say that doctor, whatever,
Yeah, the
that
doctor
tell
that
that doctor
was
that
Deku.
told him Deku he didn't have a quirk.
Hmm.
Apparently, they say that doctor, you know, has ties, like what, like saying like, oh, that doctor like pretty much can take them to all for one or something like that to take their quirk. And a
Yeah,
lot of kids who are quirkless actually got their quirk taken from them while they were
yeah, at a
young
young
because it
age.
was a
Yeah.
good quirk.
Hmm.
That was the whole theory. So like, if he has all these quirks and he's supposed to be in this tar or something like that, it's called the maximum security
Uh,
prison.
yeah.
What is stopping him from using his quirks? Literally, what
Well,
is stopping
well,
him?
well. Pretty much in that prison, if he activate like any quirk, alarm goes off and they immediately shut all that shit down. Like that's how it works. So pretty much, if he literally tries to activate a quirk, they are on him immediately to kill him at that point. So that's why he literally cannot try to activate no quirks
I
or
I
anything.
Can
I
he
get
just
you on that.
teleport out?
Nah, no, literally the moment he tries anything, he's going to die. Pretty much how like that
Yeah,
prison is set
and
up.
I get that, but as strong as he is, I can literally see him him activating so many quirks at one time that whatever they try to do, he just like, no, it's not gonna work.
Can he just?
That's
Cause
that's.
like,
Hey, I mean, if
that's
he
just how
could
I
do
feel
it,
about
he
it.
would. If he could do it, he would have done it by now.
I
Like
feel
that.
like
If
he's
he could
waiting for
do it,
something
he would
bigger. Like he's letting Shigaraki like take the scene to grow. Because if he's outside, Shigaraki gonna keep consulting him. He gonna keep consulting him. What do I do? What do I do? I feel like he's letting Shigaraki grow so he can literally pass the torch when he like becomes a true mastermind in himself. You know,
have. Yeah.
like he's taking himself out the game to watch him struggle and become stronger as a
Mm-hmm.
villain. Because that
That is true.
You know what I mean? Because if he can pass on all for one as itself, his quirk is to literally like give quirks, right? Can he
Yeah.
give his own quirk?
Technically,
Like
he
to take
can,
all,
but
can
yeah,
so
that's the
like can he
thing.
can he give that to Shigaraki?
He can, but also because like we were saying like earlier, like he's lived so long. Like why at that point why he just wanted to know, just I'm gonna
Yeah.
just be out the game. It's
True.
kind of like honestly, I kind of like view him as like an Orochimaru like type of person. Like literally, I have like this body,
Got you.
but like I'm
Got
not
you.
fully immortal. I'm a build a
Maybe that's
vessel
not
for
his
the.
first like. Maybe that's not his first like trainee person.
Yeah,
Well,
he,
no,
Maybe
because we
that's
have
just his trainee that he got for Midoriya.
well exactly. They talked
I'm sure
about
that's fine.
Gigantomachia.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like that's his other protege. He said like that dude was ridiculous, and they ended off with Gran Torino like trying to track him down or whatever.
Yeah.
But oh, speaking of which, fun fact. Um, so remember in the Red Riot episode when he went unbreakable and he was going through that flashback at school, how he was too scared to confront that villain.
Hmm.
That villain that was like asking him where the agency at was Gigantomachia.
Hmm.
And I didn't
I did
know that
not know
until my homie Connor told me because when he told, I was like, no, it wasn't. That's a random hero. But when you go back and look at all the evidence, even like at the end of the season when Gran Torino like went to go track them down, they were
that. Yeah.
saying like, oh, he attacked this police agency and like just went in there and shredded them. The hero
Hmm.
agency, I mean, he just and shredded them. And that's the same story that Kirishima was selling.
Yeah.
So I wonder like down the future, like Gigantomachia, he this big brawling dude.
I won't
And
lie. I won't lie. Like I honestly, I like the My Hero story. Like it's like there's like
you
so many small details like in it, and like you just never peep it until like you go back and rewatch. And like, oh, hold up, you
exactly,
can make this
exactly.
connection to like this and that, and like that's what a lot of people been doing so far. Like I've been seeing like other videos and most talk like low key. You rewatch the first episode, and, like this thing right here that just happened now happened like season 4. Like it all makes sense. Like why did this happen and stuff like
Hmm.
that. It's honestly like
So
so
I
great.
want to see what Kirishima got in the future. Like when he become like a full-fledged hero, like not like how they are now, but like when they
Mm-hmm.
get in a prime, like that unbreakable is gonna be so dirty.
Yeah,
And I wonder like can he keep up with like the big three? Cause like I said, after the big three, I'm going with him.
yeah.
Either dropping out the top five, you ask me. Like
You
I'm
know,
about done with him.
you're not rocking with.
Honestly,
I'm not
honestly,
right.
yeah, honestly, I was thinking like, because I know I was reading online or something, like they said the manga is going to end in like 2 years. So I kind of wonder if we're honestly going to get like a Shippuden like type vibe
Yeah,
here.
I
My
heard
Hero.
that.
I don't know if we are, but who knows really?
But it's called My Hero Academia. So are they gonna
Yeah.
do it out
What?
of school? So it'll be My Hero something else.
Yeah. Who knows? Like he literally said like in like 2 to like 3 years, I plan on like ending the whole like thing and like just being done with it,
Okay,
which is like which is
2 years. That's not a
that
lot of time.
that's honestly not 'cause, like what well. Cause like it's a weekly manga, so it comes out every week. So that's like what like damn like 100 plus more chapters we're gonna get,
Yeah,
and I don't know. I guess they could make a lot more content off that. 'Cause, like a lot of animes like cover at that 1 to 2 chapters of like the anime or whatever and everything. That should be we'll see.
yeah. That seems crazy. It just came out
Hmm.
2019, right?
Nah, I think it was like
No,
17,
2014
14.
for the manga.
That's not bad.
So they got
Sorry
Shit,
about
Hero.
that,
honestly,
guys.
yeah, that's honestly not bad. Like what? Like we like so he's been writing for like 9 years. Was when it ends.
I'm sorry, what I missed? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
so
Hero's original
we just
published
talked
date
about.
is 2014.
Hmm.
Talking about right. Because I remember when you first told me, you was like, "Do you got to get us My Hero?" And like 8 episodes was out, and I was like, by episode 2, I was hooked. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so honestly, they make it as like Shippuden type thing going on, but it's we'll see. Cause I've been reading the manga a little bit, but I
Maybe
haven't
he'll
like
pull a
really.
Kishimoto and just toss it somebody.
Yeah, I hope not. Because every time they toss a
My
series to
Hero
somebody,
Next Generations.
no, no,
I'm Midoriya's son. Watch me surpass my father.
I have
no.
the
It's gonna be he
gravity
gonna give it to a
manipulation.
he gonna
I've
give it to a
all the
random
quirks.
girl that's like Gabby attitude, and no one's everyone's gonna hate her.
Cool
No,
on
thank
that.
you.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I'm cool on that.
Bum, 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 bum.
But yeah. How did the episode end again? So yeah, all the vestiges. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So I'm pretty excited to see what gonna come on around this season. I guess
Yeah.
a good training arc. So I like how they this episode 2 is pretty much season 4 last episode, but just explaining like what happened in the gaps in the time of the fights and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and what his dream was about. That was pretty dope. So the 8 vestiges, I wonder what like it's probably just for colors and stuff. But one of them was super gold, like just shining gold, and I was like, "What's that all about?"
Icy.
Yeah.
But I'm probably just overthinking it. And then like the first two, like literally was like, I mean, the second and third one literally had like no face. It was just a silhouette.
Yeah.
So
Like they
I
have yet
don't.
to be revealed, pretty much.
Okay, and that's even manga wise too. They have yet to be revealed.
Uh, yeah, honestly, like they have
So yeah, I
like
can see them doing
people.
a Shippuden.
Yeah,
I literally can
Yeah,
next
see them
publish
doing a
is
it,
gonna
time
get
skip
they
stronger.
they
because
could,
if they're in their final season, well,
but
they're in
not
their
on the final season.
final arc in the manga. But
Nah, they honestly not even in the final arc in the manga.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
I'm
he
like,
said like 2 more years probably.
yeah, it's 2 3 more years is what he kind of
But
want to end everything
I
on.
don't see him being deemed the number one hero unless he gets older.
Well,
You know what I
you
mean?
gotta think like where the manga and the anime are at.
So far apart.
The anime is so far apart from like where the manga. Well,
Well, they say
I would say
he's just barely at 20% of his full power.
yeah. I
So
would
if
say
he's already
literally
this
Yeah.
raw with barely 20%, it's
yeah.
tough.
Honestly, it's a lot that's gonna happen. I'm really excited for like this new season, like just seeing like him grow some more, like everything's gonna happen. So we'll see.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. Once he get to 50%, like he gonna have to be stronger. I don't see him hitting 100% as a freshman in high school. Like he needs to
Yeah,
get to that Mario age, Like he needs to get to Mario's age or even like get out of the hero
that
like
will like build his
you know
body up and everything.
yeah, he got to be out of because like they still kids. They just high schoolers. They freshmen, and they just was unfortunate and blessed to have a situation to grow this quickly. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like if he didn't go through the stuff he would went through, he would have got to this point eventually. But now he was forced to do it sooner.
Yeah,
But I feel like after they graduated high school and he hit that 70% just consistently, then I would be like, okay, now I can see why he would be like, all right, this is my hero, my story be the greatest hero.
You
You know what
gotta
I
think
mean?
though,
But
even at using like 20%, he's literally stronger than most heroes that are like above him and everything.
yeah,
That's
Like
true.
like
and
like like
That's
Frank,
so
that's
true.
why like
the top hero is Angie right now.
Yeah. But even then, after him, I don't know who even close to Endeavor though. You know,
well, it's pretty much Hawk,
Hawks.
really.
I don't
Like
think
Hawk,
that I don't
but
think the hill's
in
that tall,
attack,
bro.
yeah,
you know,
it's
yeah,
it's,
you're
it's
probably
really
right. Yeah,
like when All Might was like number one here, like there was like a huge fucking gap between him and like an Endeavor, and like no one could
that's
literally
true.
reach that. But like the number one here, like it's not that gap is like not that big no more for like a lot of heroes because like
Yeah,
All
and
Might strongest hero in the world.
yeah, that's true. The reason I said it because even when Midoriya hit that point where he like, I am the top dog, I
Hmm.
don't see Todoroki and Bakugo being like Endeavor, like, oh, we're so far behind. Like they gonna be crazy.
I mean, like especially Todoroki, like
Like
he
they're gonna
literally
be crazy, bro. Like I
Todoroki
don't,
literally has two quirks. Like he's literally gonna be like that. Like I'm here. What's
you know what
going
I'm
on?
saying? I don't see them being like super far behind him to the point they're like, how come we never can even get close to him? You know, like stuff like that. Cause
Yeah,
they gonna
I don't
and
know. Deku might just
it's
take off on
it's
them at a
that
certain
is
point.
true. That
he
is
I mean
true.
he
You see
the
All
plot
Might
is
when he
definitely
was
the plot is
nerfed.
def yeah, Prime Might was probably different. I
You
mean,
know,
we seen a little bit in the movie, but we didn't get to really see that in the movie. We just saw how he looked when he was young and
I'm
whatnot.
sure we just seen
But
All Might do like
I
when he
I
fought One for
feel
All.
I feel like the show needs to show the fight when he first fought One for All, like when he how he got his injury, like the
Yeah,
Prime Might. They need to show that because I assume that he was also fighting Prime One All for One because he said he
honestly,
damaged him just as much as he damaged All Might.
yeah.
They pretty much like stalemated at that
Hmm.
point and like knocked each other power out like more than half. So All for One was probably way more crazier. That's why he was forced to pass the torch because like you said, he been living this whole time, you know, just at the
Yeah.
top.
So you
That's
think
why he
his
hate All
age
Might.
might be coming up to him?
Could be passing off the torch. Could
You know what
be
I'm saying?
have
Like
Orochimaru
All
trying to
Might
catch
forced
that
him out
vessel.
of that, like that immortality, like thing he had going on. Like he just forever good, you know. He not dying. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not sure. This
I,
is
I,
all just
I
my
feel like
theories, but you
yeah.
know,
I feel like he gonna try pulling Orochimaru for that vessel.
Oh, you think he
You
can
gotta.
transfer his consciousness?
I mean, like he has so many quirks. We just don't know yet. Like none of this has been explained
and
and
based
everything.
on what we seen with the one girl, who pretty much erased. What was her name? I don't know why I'm thinking Emma,
Who
but
you
that girl
talking
named
about?
Dang Emma. The girl who was
We can go back in time.
Overhaul.
Oh, you talking about? I thought it wasn't Emily, or am I tweaking?
No, no, ain't no dang Emily.
It's not
I
Emily.
know it ain't Emily, but like, y'all both got the search and I'm weak. um, whatever her name was, her
Airy.
quirk was Airy.
There. Yeah.
Whatever her quirk was, that reverse legit the body time, like this reverse time. That was a mutation. Like if he got something like that on him that he just haven't revealed, that'd be ridiculous. Just imagine if he got a hold of that quirk.
Rewind
You
his
know what I mean?
age.
I mean, if he does something like that, honestly,
It's
the world
over
is
with.
doomed at that point. The world is
But I
doomed.
don't think the
Prime
show would take
One
that
for All.
route. But
I doubt it.
like I said, episode 2, like the animation, all that stuff. I think this season gonna be a good one, even if it's a training arc. I don't care. I think I'm gonna enjoy it pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be a train arc. It'll be like it'll be an arc where like they grow as heroes more. Like they'll get a little bit more experience
Okay,
and like this.
I can get with that.
Like
I
they'll
just
be.
don't want it to be a Midoriya show. I really want to see everybody in action. I want to see Class 1B in action this time. You know,
Forget all that, man. It's
I
my
don't
hero,
care
man.
about no
This is
1B.
I
like,
want to see him.
bro. They are not one
No,
A.
no,
Why?
I don't care about them at
I do.
all. Off
I want to see
screen them
second place,
all day. Off screen
bro.
them all
They're
day.
second place for a reason. They'll never be number one.
Okay, okay.
Exactly.
Get them up out of here.
Well, I guess. I mean, I wish it
It's
was
gonna
more
be
to
called the
see.
one A show.
But moving on to next order of business. Eden Zero. So Justin, I'm gonna let you go first on how do you feel about Eden Zero. So so pretty much, you know what? Go ahead. Just give out your opinions on Eden Zero.
All right, so Eden Zero. I went into it with an open mind, and it's honestly not terrible. But I mean, if you know what to expect from this certain creator, you kind of already know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So if you liked Fairy Tale and you accept everything that Fairy Tale be doing, and then turn the friendship up a little bit, because he's going in on a friendship off the rip on this one,
Yeah, he
then you will
is.
probably enjoy this. Just know, like, it's super similar, like characters being copied similar.
Yeah.
The similarities in Eden Zero is funny. Like I laughed how similar it
It's
was
like a parallel
because
universe.
yeah, because like it starts off with what's his name, Shinky,
Yeah, Shiki.
Shiki, yeah, Shiki. Uh, it starts off with him with his quote unquote grandpa who's talking about oh yeah, make lots of
Right
friends.
off
You're
the
gonna
rip.
off the rip
Like Natsu's goal, find Igneel. His goal, find
find
friends.
friends, literally. Like it's literally that, and then it like cuts to him being a little older, whatever. I don't know how old they'll probably be, like 15. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Um, but the Lucy name got changed to Rebecca in this one. It's like the character designs are like completely the same. Only thing different about Natsu's character, who is now Shiki, is he has black hair instead of red, like a pinkish. You know what I mean? Like, so like you said, the friendship thing is very there and it's like so obvious. It's like, come on, dude. Can we get to that later? Like, can
It's
we get
up
to the
there. Like
friendship
my
stuff
boy, he
later?
has no other any
Other
other
premise.
goals. His like he's
So
literally just there.
when he met Rebecca, oh yeah, Happy is not with him. Happy is with Rebecca, like you know, Rebecca's friend from the jump. So that's the only thing. But Happy is still happy, apparently. You know,
And
just
it's
happy.
still an Edalus creature from planet Edalus. Like,
Yeah. So
Happy's backstory is actually pretty dark in this one.
yeah, and it's actually better though. Like I like Happy in
Yeah.
Eden Zero a lot better than like in a Fairy Tale
Yeah, Happy. What
because
was he like? He
Happy
was like
not
royalty or something.
yeah Happy was just some yeah I guess he was
I don't even
just
remember.
there. He just flew around, you know, it's just to be there for support. But
Yeah,
Happy actually useful in this one.
this Happy.
Um,
That was crazy backstory. I didn't
but
think he was gonna go that dark with it.
I think it was kind of funny how like oh he's on an island full of robots. Only he's the only human there. Yada yada yada. They've been waiting 100 years for humans to get there. And Rebecca finally shows up, and they're like, "All right, it's time." They're you know someone with a ship came, it's time. And then out of nowhere, they're like, they put on this show to pretend like they were turned against all humans and made Shiki turn on them, like fight them back. And he's
I
and
mean,
made him
it
escape the
makes
planet.
sense. Like it makes
It made
sense.
sense, but what was funny to me is I like how the moment he left, they're like, "All right, we filled our goal. Now we all just gonna die." like, what if she
It
came a day later,
yeah,
bro? Like,
it is convenient.
what if she came a day later? Like, they would have just been screwed, you know? I thought that was pretty funny because, like, even the whole time, I'm like, I didn't believe that they were actually on that. Like it was a good acting, but I didn't think they were actually trying to kill them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I knew it
Like,
wasn't gonna be that.
but I'm not gonna lie, whatever he got going on with like the gravity moving, however, like he like gravitates himself to like I can't even explain what it's called. It's an ether gear.
Yeah, he
Um,
can basically just change his direction of gravity.
so yeah, like he can literally like be on the floor, make his gravity go this way. So it'll be like even though he's laying on the floor, the gravity will pull him like as if he's falling now, but he's like sliding. It's weird. So he just changes gravity like the way it pulls him and just dodges stuff like that. I love the animation with that. And I don't know what he got going on with like his hand glowing. I don't know
I
if
would
that's
assume
like
that that's the
part robot, whatever stuff.
no,
I don't
that's
know.
whatever they said about what they said
The
something about his
ether?
power. Yeah, the ether. I would assume that's what
Yeah.
that is.
But apparently the grandpa at the beginning, this is all revealed in first episode.
Yeah.
The beginning, the grandpa apparently was the demon king, who granted him, who loved him like a grandson, whatever. And I don't know where that's gonna go. And there's this being out there called Mother, who like grants any wish, but it's like no one can find her kind of thing. But she's there, but no one can find her. And I like the I like the show. I actually think I'm gonna continue watching it because when he finally gets in space, it may not be the best show in terms like, oh, this is gonna be the greatest, but it's definitely a watchable show for me.
If you
Like
want, if
Fairy
you want
Tale
some,
was.
if you want some decent mid, you can find it here.
Yeah, like it's some high end mid. Like, I
High
won't sit
end
here
is
and
pushing it.
but I think it can be really good. I mean,
Some mid.
I like Fairy Tale a lot. Even though Fairy Tale had its problems, I still enjoy Fairy Tale a lot. Like I will still go back and be like, yeah, that was a raw part. Like they gonna have their moments where it's like, yo, they might trend a little bit. But
Yeah.
I love the animation of space,
If they
them
copy one
flying through
more character
space.
though, I'm a
Oh, so in episode 2, they kind of got into the backstory of Happy and Rebecca, right?
Yeah.
and
And
literal
so
character copies from Fairy Tale pop up
literal
as like
literal
side like just like
like
background characters.
yeah,
Oh
you will
wow.
see them just in the back of the table, just there.
They're just
And
chilling.
I could have sworn I seen a
No
character
clothing
design from
difference or
Hunter x
nothing.
Hunter, but I'm gonna have to go back and check on that. But I could have sworn I seen a dude from Hunter x Hunter. What was his name? The guy that Golem had to fight in order to go to the Chimera place. The guy who was on the
Knuckle,
chains, Knuckles, and
shoot.
shoot, I could have sworn I seen his character design in there. Like it was like, I'm like, is that him? Like I was not him, but I'm like, that looked like him.
Yeah.
But it was nice. But he annoying Shiki because like he'll get in an argument with somebody and be like, "You're a human, be friends." Like, nah, bro. Like, stop. You don't. Everybody not finna be your friend.
Also,
They
the
don't want to
side,
be your
the
friend.
side, like the background character is annoying too. Like my boy said, I think I met Mother before. Everybody start bursting out laughing. Why are
Yeah.
you in my conversation? Bitch, are you not talking to anybody else? Nigga, pay attention to you. God
And he
damn.
literally said that to himself. Like he literally was like,
Yeah.
he was like, I don't
Like,
know
y'all
why. I
listening
think
careful as hell. Everybody in this motherfucker heard me. No.
I. And obviously that's like foreshadow because he probably have, considering that he like
And considering they showed her talking about him,
they did.
they did. She was like,
I
I
must.
wonder if he's gonna end up saving or running amok or whatever she said.
Oh, I really I like I my brain just did not piece that together. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But yeah, obviously he did what he did. Like he met her at some point. He know her, whatever. But I think the show gonna be good. At the very end though, I died laughing. This person was like, "Hey, that I don't know what Shiki is to people, but like certain people know like who he's supposed to be or like that." And this girl's like,
Mm-hmm.
let me go ahead and see what he's about. And I kid you not, Justin, I'm gonna let you say it, man.
Literal character copying. Urza, but her name's Ezra.
Oh wait.
What?
Bro,
Sound like
the
everybody.
hair, the sword, I believe, like it was just so funny,
One
bro.
for
Like
it's dang near one
I
for
was
one.
like, come
She got an eye
on.
patch. She got an eye patch now. Ooh,
Bro,
I was like,
sound
that's
like
honestly,
huh?
sound like they all got reincarnated.
like
So it sound like.
she gonna have an eye patch. She gonna have like a magical eye or something.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even get about Happy. So when Happy and Rebecca was like kids, that's when they met. They just been friends since they both were like apparently abandoned.
Oh yeah, forgot to
She found.
mention they're both YouTubers, so
Oh yeah, they're what is it called B-tubers
that's what they do for a living.
or something cubers, B-cubers, something like that.
Yeah, beekeepers.
Yeah, B-cubers. So they literally go around the cosmos like recording, like going to planets, stuff like that. I guess they're a little famous because some people recognize them, but not everybody did. But
I guess they
they
said
it's
they're on the road to a million. So
yeah, they're on the road to a million, just like us. I can respect the grind. Um, so I don't know. I actually like I don't know. I like that, but it was kind of sad because out of nowhere, as a kid, her and Happy got like smacked by like a semi truck,
Dude,
What?
yeah,
and
bro. Yeah.
and Happy bit the dust.
Happy got
Like
murked.
he bit the dust,
So we got
but
isekai.
he got killed.
No,
Pretty
bro.
like
They
and they actually
they
show
they they built him a body made out of a robot, and he's sitting there like in the
so
dark, like, do
yeah.
you still like me? I'm like,
Yeah,
golly,
so
bro.
robots in here like very relevant. Like there's humans, there's androids, they're full on bots. Like I'm pretty sure there's more, but like it's not awkward to be like, oh, there's that guy's an android, or that
Yeah.
guy's a robot. Like they have a thing. So Happy got turned into a robot and no longer just that, whatever cat he is, whatever.
Yeah.
And so Rebecca, this whole time been useful but didn't show the episode one. Someone stole Happy. They get him back, and Happy's like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Ready for what? Like, what are they? I'm thinking like, what are they possibly gonna do? Like, because I'm thinking about Fairy Tale. They never were really useful. Like, what are they gonna do? This dude Happy turned into a dual wheel gun and get the blowing mugs down. I'm like, oh, what is going on? And bro, I mean, she is in here sniping these mugs. And I'm like, okay, I like this version of this character a lot better than the celestial person
At
from
least she
Fairy
getting
Tail.
active.
Like yeah, like
Cause
she
I
was
used to hate
actually
that about Lucy, how she would use her celestial spirits, but she would get the credit for what they did. Like,
yeah,
dude, you
literally,
did
and
not do
like
nothing
she
but
had
pull them into the world. You didn't do nothing. You're a literal door.
so I like that. I think it's gonna be
You're not even on the same level as a Pokemon trainer. At
tough.
least they tell
That
them what
is
to do.
that's tough. That's tough.
You just stand on the
That's
sideline like,
disrespectful,
ooh,
Justin. I ain't gonna lie.
ooh, he did that.
But yeah, Eden Zero will be real good. The animation is pretty. I like it. I'm never picky with animation, so I'm gonna always say stuff like pretty good.
It's a
So
solid
don't take
B,
my word for
solid
it.
B animation.
Yeah, it's better than Fairy Tale's animation. It's roughly
Yeah.
the same, but it just like since technology a little deeper into it, it's like a little better. And
Mhm.
I love like how when he uses the ether, like the animation for that is really dope. So that's pretty much it for Eden Zero. I recommend it if you want to just get into something to be like, oh, it's
If you like
like
Fairy Tale, then you probably gonna like this.
yeah,
If
and
you hated Fairy Tale, you're gonna hate this.
so yeah, just take that with a grain of salt. But I think it's worth a watch, me personally. And just don't expect no crazy like don't expect Demon Slayer from this. Don't expect
Not at all.
don't even expect My Hero from this. Just expect a decent watchable show. It's just watchable. Um, but what's more than watchable?
What?
Shaman King.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect this to be fire.
so you never seen like the old Shaman King?
Never, never. I
I
Gosh.
did.
watched a
I,
couple episodes of it back, so I knew like what the premise was.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of know like what's about to happen, but I did not get far at all. So they pretty much
so
ended off in this remake where I ended off in the original.
Yeah.
okay, so I didn't even watch the original because I wanted to just come in with a
Like a
completely
fresh
new mindset.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, like just a first experience. So I didn't want to compare him, but oh, the old one's better or the new one's better. I
Mm.
just want the fresh experience.
New
I'm
one's
pretty
better
sure the
so
old one's
far.
fire.
New one's better so
I'm
far.
just, but it starts off. It started off very abrupt. I was like, what's going on? But
Yeah, they
pretty
got straight
much,
to it.
yeah, they got straight to it. So it pretty much starts off. There's this woman who's pregnant, and I don't know what this demon thing is that they're ready to fight, but like they're like one of these. She's pregnant with twins.
Mm-hmm.
What? Well, they didn't know that, but they're like, if it is twins, how we know which one is the one? You know? And she has one baby, and that demon immediately shows up, nabs the baby, and they're like, they lose the fight. But the other one, who is the main character in this sense, I believe,
Young
survived.
Yo, Drippy.
Young Yo. Yeah. But it pretty much starts off he like all right they transferring schools and stuff like that, and he's in a graveyard, and there's one kid who kind of looks like a small version of Armin to me. It's kind of funny, but he he sees him
Bro,
in the
he's so
graveyard.
small, bro.
Yeah, like he sees
Like,
him in the graveyard, and he's like, what are you doing?" Like, he's like, "I'm with my friends," and dude sees a ghost and all that good stuff. But it pretty much like I said, it's the first episode, so not too much happened where it's um like super crazy, but like by the end of the first episode, second episode, they're like, there's this samurai who died like 600 years ago, who was like a legend, and his tombstone was in that graveyard, or whatever. And pretty much what shaman, like, the show's called Shaman King, but like the people are called shamans, meaning that they can interact with the spiritual world and let
Yeah,
themselves be possessed by spirits, not like in no bad way, but like they take their fighting spirit, they get their
well, we
abilities.
don't know that yet.
That's from what I've seen, but pretty much let the spirit take over them and use their abilities through him, that person. And based on their chemistry is how good of a fighter they can be with that spirit. So um these thugs, just bullies, just in a graveyard chilling, and they're like, "Yo, get off that man's tombstone. That's like the legend samurai dude." And he's like, "Man, I don't care about this." Get the breaking dude tombstone and whatnot. What's his name? Yo?
Yeah,
I don't know
yo,
his.
main
Yeah, just call
character.
him Yo. Yeah. So he finds like another ghost that knew the samurai dude and then like want to like make them rest in peace,
Yeah,
whatever.
his homie.
Yeah, the samurai homie, whatever. They had a little sad backstory, whatever. They both died, whatever. And the samurai pretty much used Yo, like I said, like he manifested him in his body to take over and fight the people.
I don't know if it's
And
using because like the way they explain it in episode 2, there's like a lot of ways to do it. Like you could dominate the spirit because there's two souls in the same body, but
mm,
the way
right,
that Yo is using it, he's like they're both collaborating.
okay, yeah, that's true. So yeah,
So
like
I'm pretty sure someone like a spirit could probably like fully take over.
kind of like how Naruto and like the Nine Tails was like, even though like Naruto and Nine Tails kind of were collaborating, like the Nine Tails low key could have took over, kind of like how he did like with the pain fight, like he did at one point was almost gonna take like Naruto's body over.
Yeah.
yeah, completely. Yeah, right. So it's pretty much like that. I like the whole concept of it though. It was really cool, like the way he like turned to a little fireball and then just like integrate it, just get the going crazy. But what was that other kid's name who also was a shaman?
That was Tao Ren.
How? Yeah, and I guess he's Chinese.
That's what you
Um,
would assume, I guess, since he has a
yeah, because
Chinese spirit.
Tao, yeah, Tao, and that's not a Japanese name.
Yeah.
So he
And he was
like,
he was fighting with like a Chinese martial art, they said.
yeah, yeah. So he was fighting with a, what was it called? Not a samurai, because that's not Chinese. Dang
I
it,
don't know what it's called, to be honest.
I don't know. But that one was looking raw. I ain't gonna lie. But there's like a certain like a chemistry level with you and the spirit. So like if you know how to dominate the spirit, you can get what they call 100% integration,
Yeah.
which mean like you get the full access of that spirit's like powers, whatever. Most people take, I guess he said most people it's best to take that route because it's like you won't have no problems, you dominate. But Yo, on the other hand, he's like, no, I want the ghosts, I want my spirits to be like my friends. The chemistry,
Yeah,
would be better that way. But he's like, no, you can't get 100%. But whatever he was born for that made that incident, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with it that he's able to still hit 100% without dominating his spirit and keeping him as a friend. So I assume later in the future,
Yeah, that
this
might
is
be
my,
it, but I don't know if it'll be like that for everybody.
I don't know, but that's just my prediction. I assume that's what
I don't
has something
think
to do with it.
because the way he seemed to do it, it was like see like he's gonna be like his rival, like the bad guy, and I don't see everybody like using the same technique that the bad guy is using.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
then all the spirits would have to be no personality like that spirit,
mm,
and I don't
yeah,
think
that
that would be
shit.
the best route. to go.
Yeah, that'll literally make everything kind of like generic for most part, and that's not a route you want to take. Because honestly, Shaman King, like a lot, I was reading like a lot of comments and like reviews, and then was like, you know what, Shaman King, like literally, it's a like the original Shaman King was like a great ass anime, and the new Shaman King is gonna be even better. What people were saying, like, it's so much shit that's been happening. Like everyone kind of like it's not
So
like generic like shonen or like anything like
when
that.
they
Yeah.
say when they say it's gonna be better, are they changing the story more completely or they're tweaking it a
No,
little bit?
so not really that. When I say better, I mean like the animation, all that's gonna be like updated and like things will kind of be like a little bit better explained, and like these like fights will be a lot better, like how they're going compared
Yeah,
to like the
because
original like 2000
like
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 anime.
myself, I didn't know nothing about Shaman King, but now
Yeah.
that it's remade, this mug is utter
Hmm.
fire.
Yeah, the art is
Like, and
super
I
clean.
love how we're in 2021, but I'm getting like the old school vibes of anime. Like, I love that
Yeah.
because I'm really liking it. So I think
I need
Shaman
to start
King
watching Megalobucks.
out of everything this okay, out of everything this season, anime wise, I think Shaman King will be my favorite. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
It's
think I even above My Hero, I think it's gonna be
but I
my
mean,
favorite. It's that
yeah,
fire.
it's a lot of
I
anime.
think it got that. It has that potential to be like, yo, this is fire.
yeah, we still got a lot to watch though.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure it's a lot of anime that came out this season.
yeah,
It,
and
it's gonna be tough, but Shaman King will definitely be like in that top five for
Yeah,
sure.
it's top five for sure.
until I see the other ones, but right as of right now, Shaman King's what I'm going with. I still have to watch other things. I was finna watch The World Starts with You, but kind of got distracted, didn't start it, so that'll be next on the list. But step back. You already finished Shaman King on the old school version, right?
Nah,
Or
I seen bits and pieces of it. I've been
okay,
like,
so so you gonna still have a decent amount of surprises too. All right,
oh yeah, exactly.
but you watched what now? Red something I forgot.
Mars Red.
Mars Red.
What was that about? Kind of like run us through that.
Uh, so I don't know if y'all seen it's. Well, I'm trying to think how to best explain it. So Mars Red is pretty much it's set in like this old like period of like Japan, whatever, kind of like the 1920s ish, and like so
1923.
pretty much yeah, so pretty much like
World War I.
there there's humans and there's vampires that exist in this type of thing. And
Pretty
it's kind
familiar
of like
setting so far.
Cirrus or what is it like Cirrus of the Jaeger? I don't know if y'all seen that.
I've seen it.
But yeah, so it's pretty like that. Like there's literally humans and vampires, and like humans don't know vampires exist in like this whole like setting in there, whatever.
Okay.
So like the first episode was we got like a brief introduction, like okay, yeah, like the army's here, like they know like vampires exist, and like they have one in holding, and like they're kind of like interrogating her and like kind of like just trying to understand like how does like why is she a vampire? Why does she exist? Like what can she do? Like these powers she has. And then like it's honestly it's more of like a story driven anime. It's not like action based or anything like that, like Shaman King or like My Hero. Like it's really all story driven. Like this
That's
anime is
cool.
how I'm saying. Yeah, like the animation is pretty good. I don't know if y'all seen like it's a Netflix series called Love, Death, and Sex on Robots or some shit like that. But it's yeah. Honestly, y'all should the title is kind of like weird, but like it's like a 12-part series on like Netflix with like 12 different stories, like a bunch of different animators coming. Like they just tell like different stories like this, like really like
Hmm.
it's like all jumbled up pretty much. But like the animation is kind of like on par with like one of the stories that kind of got told with like this nine-tailed fox spirit yokai and like one of these boys who pretty much like his whole life, like his father has told him, like, you know, we hunt yokai, and he actually like this yokai go, and like it's a
Sound
bunch of shit that kind of
familiar.
happened.
They
It's a
sound familiar
yeah,
actually.
it's honestly it's a bunch of shit that happened, and it's really kind of like hard to explain it if you haven't seen it, and I don't like want to spoil anything. Like it's a short story, but
Okay.
it's March Red is gonna be fire. I actually just
So you
watched
said not really action, just a story.
yeah story driven. So
But then I
if you're
mean,
into, like story driven animes, which like honestly like some like the best animes you can watch.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Definitely.
kind of cool though, because that's why I like Attack on Titan because it's like both.
Hmm.
It's story driven and action. Like,
Yeah.
but I like stories that's like lead you with a lot of suspense, a lot of mystery to see like you want to watch more. Like what's gonna happen next? Like
Yeah.
how they gonna reveal these things or like piecing stuff together. So most animes put a little bit of that in there anyways, but animes that focus on it, they're gonna throw you for bigger loops. You know,
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
I mean I
I
think
would
it's
say,
worth the watch.
yes, I would say
Um,
honestly, it's been a great first episode so far because I think first episode drops like every Thursday or Wednesday, or whatever. But I enjoyed it so far for good.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna
Cool.
get into that.
Did you watch also Full Dive, correct?
No, actually, I didn't get a chance to watch that one. That one's is I've been hearing it's kind of like sort of online, but
I mean, the
it's
premise
different.
is,
Yeah, like they dive into like a virtual reality
but it's not
game.
like life or death though, right?
Nah, it's not that at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's on the watch list. I actually watched uh, Combatants Will Be Like Dispatch, whatever, and that
Mm,
one's actually it's because you like Konosuba, right?
Yep.
of course.
It's kind of like that vibe, but not really. Like it's a comedy anime, but like it has
Wait,
like its elements of like action and stuff like that.
wait. What's this you talking about?
Uh, Combatants Will Be Like Dispatch, whatever.
Oh, so it's a comedy.
Yeah, so well,
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
I'm
comedy. It's kind of like a comedy, but like it's like an action anime too. Like just how things that happen in there.
That's
So
cool. I
yeah,
mean, you know me, I love Konosuba, dude.
mhm, yeah,
It's like it's undefeated when it comes to laughing. I love that show.
yeah.
So
So like this one, like is so the main character, his name is like Agent Six, whatever, and he's part of like this evil organization that's like has taken over Earth, and like their next steps is, you know what? Let's go conquer like another world that doesn't really like exist that we know that exists. So he pretty much gets sent to, like this new world with the goal of conquering it, along with like this android. Her name is like Alice, and
Invader Zim much or like that's what that
it's
sound like.
it's pretty funny so far. It's like they get like when he gets transported to this new world, like his one goal is like conquer the whole world and like set it up so like we can come in, we can invade this world and all that. And like there's a lot of things that kind of like happens, like kind of like set them back, and like he just goes like a lot of struggles and like a whole bunch like funny
Yeah,
stuff and like just being
definitely sound like Invader Zim.
yeah.
But
So it's yeah, honestly, that's my favorite one so far. Cause like I read the manga, like the manga is so fucking fire. It's really funny.
okay, okay.
And I'm trying to think what else really happened. First episode really like the first episode should definitely hook you. If that doesn't hook you, the second episode definitely will. But a lot of things happen in the second episode.
Around this time in my life, I don't really care about being hooked. I just want to enjoy it because like
Yeah.
not everything's gonna be like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. But like, you can't expect on episode one in the first place. Not every episode one finna be like mind blowing bangers. Like
Hmm.
you gotta let it develop a little bit.
Yeah, but
But
that's another thing though. Like, most first episodes like with Tokyo for a Loop, like with what was it, Goblin Slayer, like the first episode.
yeah, I heard. I even watch it, but I
I
heard
don't
about it enough.
yeah, like right there, literally most people heard about it, like I'm cool on
I
it. Like
almost dropped it, bro. It
like
was pretty bad.
you like it wasn't that bad. Like
It
it literally
it went a little too
it
far for
it
me.
it shows you the consequences of what really happens. Like it wasn't for
I'm
the
cool on the
like
consequences then.
exactly exactly.
Think that cause a lot
It
of
just went too detailed. Like
Goblin Slayer is fire, by the way, best anime ever.
it is, but that first episode is a lot.
First episode, it's not that much.
It's a
You
lot.
you can't be sensitive, man. Like we grew up on South Park and all that.
Mugs,
exactly. And look
mugs,
We can't be
what
that
we
sensitive,
talking
bro.
about, bro.
bro.
Listen, mugs are sensitive.
Mugs are getting R worded in the first episode.
It bro, it happens.
Okay, this
Uh, it,
And what, bro?
we're not gonna have this argument, but it's things happen. We're not gonna get into this.
Yeah, you're
You're
foul.
bugging.
You're I'm gonna pass. We're gonna
What?
pass on this. We're gonna
It
move
happens
on.
in the
You
show. That's what he
you didn't
means.
mean. That's what you mean.
Oh,
Like,
y'all haven't seen movies and other things for that.
bro,
Well, I mean,
exactly.
it doesn't happen. But all right, we're
You
on
said
to the
like it's
next.
nature.
On to the next.
But
It
anyways,
is what it
we're gonna
is.
let
It is
that.
what it is.
We're
It is
gonna
what
slide
it is.
right past that.
Do not judge it
Um.
by the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I heard it was really good. But yeah. Next thing on our watch list, we gotta get into watching Godzilla. Uh, apparently they're animating Godzilla.
Ew.
So
So
you
we're
guys
gonna
seen
we're
it?
gonna. I have not. I have
I'll
not.
go. I
I,
seen.
I I still need to see the King Kong versus Godzilla movie. I mean, everyone's talking about it. Um,
I'm
I
cool.
think I'm gonna go see it. I mean, I'm not gonna go to movies to see it. I'm gonna go ahead and bootleg that
But
mug.
I watched the first episode of Godzilla SP, and
The
Did
yeah,
is it CGI like they said it was gonna be?
the monsters.
Yeah, the CGI.
Well, I've only seen one so far, but it's definitely CGI.
Is it good
But
CGI or is it
I mean,
It's
I
decent.
haven't.
Yeah,
It's yeah, it's decent.
I was hearing.
okay?
I see how they doing it though. Like I've never seen a Godzilla movie before, but I'd imagine like this is like the anime version of it.
You've never seen a Godzilla movie?
Nah,
What are you doing with your life?
I,
Oh,
I
I've
don't. I
honestly,
seen a
don't. I
King
don't.
Kong
I don't
movie.
really watch movies in general, but
oh my gosh.
Literally.
it was pretty decent. I mean, it's a lot of that. I hate when people do this, but they do it in like Steins Gate and stuff like that. When they start saying a whole bunch of scientific stuff that really means nothing to me because I'm not that smart to be understanding that. They do a lot of that in this episode,
Mm.
Okay.
but
Yeah, I got you.
it's pretty set up that they're gonna do the Godzilla thing as like a build up and do like other big monsters in the meantime. Cause
Like, I think they're called Titans in the world of like what they Godzilla like they
yeah,
call
but
Titans.
they unveiled they got like a mecha. So,
I want to go show my boy
but
Moth.
that mecha didn't really look that big. So I don't know how that's going to do against Godzilla, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably
Speaking
not
of like you said, like being smart, you could pop in my head. Another thing we're gonna add to the watch list. I don't know if y'all watched Doctor Stone yet, but I'm about to stop lollygagging. I'm gonna start watching it, and I'm just gonna review the series from episode one and let's see how that goes. Um,
you are so
I know
late.
I'm late or lame.
You're so late. So late, man. Doctor Stone is
I still
fucking
got to watch the
fire.
second season.
Oh,
I haven't watched any of it yet. I know second season probably just finished up. I'm gonna get into that, and then we can talk. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit next week.
mm-hmm.
So
What
yeah.
about
Other
that?
than
What about
that,
that comedy?
Comedy.
comedy.
Oh yeah. Comedy. We can.
Ah,
I can explain it. Yeah. So comedy. So the first episode of comedy, which it's kind of weird because I was saying like comedy is like it's like an Indian sport. So I was thinking I was like an Indian sport anime. So I was kind of like lost on like the whole idea of like watching it, but I actually got to watching it, and the first episode was they didn't really go into like too much detail of comedy, but so the main character he actually went to like a new school, whatever, and like most are like seeing them like they're like, oh yo, this guy like he's low key kind of like built,
Yeah,
he's like joined
he's
like these sports
cold.
clubs, and all that. Yeah, but like he's kind of like I don't want to like join those sports clubs, none of this. Like I want to be like a YouTuber, like a VTuber, like their whole thing. Like I want to like just make videos and like this and that. And then like he actually gets approached by like the comedy club. And they're like, yo, you should like join us. You know, we actually play this sport or whatever. And like, you seem like a great fit for us. Like you like to play soccer and like these are kind of like the like things you can take to there, you can translate into like our sport or whatever. And he's like, nah, I don't want to do this. So eventually they ended up kind of like bribing him like to come try us real quick. Like, if you do this, we'll help you like a thousand subscribers. And when he heard that, he 1,000 subscribers,
yeah.
my channel could literally just blow up. And he's like low key, he's looking at the guys, he's like, none of y'all can literally beat me in any sport. So like I already know I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna dominate, get these 1,000 subscribers, and I'm out. So the moment he pulled up, he watched them play, and he's like, okay, the sport seems pretty simple. So the way comedy is played is it's between like two teams, so there's like 7 players, and the objective is for a single player on the offense, referred to as like a raider or whatever, to run into like the opposing teams like half of the court and then tag out as many defenders as possible and then make it back onto like his side of the court. That
Without
kind of
being touched or what?
without being like touched or like forced to like the ground or whatever. Like so, pretty much like they can't like tackle him onto the ground. Like
Okay.
he has
So
to get in there.
it's like all right. How can
So
I
if he
explain
gets
it?
tackled, it's
It's
no points.
No points. Yeah, so like he has to literally go on like their side of the court, touch as many of the defenders as possible, and then make it back to like his like side of the court, and then like them points like are scored for them pretty much.
okay. And what are the other people doing on like
Well,
the people who aren't going over there? Like what?
pretty much defenders. Well, his teammates are pretty much just like just watching or whatever. Like they can't. I don't think they can like participate.
So only
Well,
one
I think
So
person
at
can
all
invade
times
at
it's
a
a one.
time.
one person can invade at a time. They're supposed to like tag out as many defenders as they can. The defenders can
It's like
tackle
an
you.
open field or what?
It's kind of like an open field. Like I
Like a
would say,
Or
basketball
like
is it like
court.
Is it
Like
like
yeah,
battleground kind of
Well,
thing?
not a
Like
basketball. It's like a.
obstacles?
It's smaller than a
no, no.
basketball court.
So it's kind of like it's a half court of the basketball court. Then like they kind of split that in half too as well. So like
Okay.
that kind
So
of
I,
maybe
I
like a
feel I,
volleyball court.
I feel like we played this like a game similar to that in school, like just like being kids, just playing like a similar game.
yeah.
Like you gotta touch them and come back and oh now you're safe kind of thing.
Yeah, but this is
But
like well, not professional, but
literally,
they're using
but
like
like it's an
professional
anime.
tactics. So
Exactly, it's an anime, and you knew they're gonna make it some raw somehow.
Yeah.
Like mother's gonna have abilities or whatever. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a watch. That sounds actually pretty
Yeah,
dope.
honestly,
Not gonna
yeah,
lie.
it's been first episode is low key fire because like he literally said, I'm coming here and dominate. And I want to spoil it for y'all, but
he got dominated.
no, no, this is gonna be like 12 more episodes after the first episode, so he couldn't have gotten away. But it is
Okay.
honestly really good because like I actually watched a couple games like Comedy actually being played. And, like it's
Okay.
actually it's an interesting sport for sure. Like there's like the whole idea like one invader has to run over to like the defender's court, tag as many people as possible, then make it back, and like they're literally all watching you as like you're the one person coming over to come tag some people. You
Just
are not
imagine the weakest person on the squad got to do it. He
really.
finna get in that
You
mud
probably got to
get
be
wrecked.
super fast to be able to just take off.
Mhm.
Literally,
You
yeah.
gotta literally you gotta be like,
Agile, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's
I'm
why I
sure.
said as an anime, I can see them making that like super raw, like evasive scenes. Like or like
It's
you
gonna
know
be one big dude who go over to tag
they
mugs. They
they
try to
probably gonna put.
tackle him. He just gonna carry them all over.
That's why I was saying like I would have like just on what you said, I would have liked it to be like an obstacle course. Like, you ever seen a professional tag, like in real life, like
That would be a
professional
whole.
tag?
That would be a whole nother anime though.
That's a whole type of thing.
That's what
That's
I'm saying though. Like I would just from what you're saying, I would like to see something like that as well. But I'm gonna have to see how it is first before I like say that though. But
yeah.
just from what you say, that's what I envision. Just like
Mm. Yeah,
a
it's
professional tag.
You should
Yeah,
look
They
up
be
a
but
getting
clip.
down.
It's pretty.
Say
Yeah.
what?
It's like you should look up a clip later. It's pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
hmm
But yeah, I I I don't know when I'm gonna get back into One Piece. I really want to. I really want to talk about One Piece. But I'm
Don't.
so far ahead. It's like I don't know how many people watching who would be like, "Yeah, man, talk about current One Piece." You know what I mean? Like,
I'm far behind. Well, I'm not far behind, but
Not me, not me.
okay,
You gotta let that know.
all
okay.
right, well, I appreciate. Anybody got any final thoughts? Any final comments they want to
uh,
go over?
we'll be checking out some more anime, some more fire stuff. 86,
86.
which is on my list. Shadow House, which honestly is supposed to be fire. I heard like first episode just came out today, and it's kind of like it's supposed to be like a horror type like anime
Oh yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
Saying
If they do that right, because a lot of horror anime be garbage. Well, not
yeah,
garbage, probably just not scary.
this one it has like a goth like type setting, whatever, like in old was like the 1800s, I think, or like the 1700s, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Around the which
Like
area? As
like
an
yeah,
area
kind
era.
of like witches and stuff like that. Like where
I kind
people
of
like were
figured.
burning like witches and stuff. Like it's
That's literally the
like
time period. That's
and
kind of
then
foul.
Tokyo Revengers will be one. The World Ends with You. That yeah, those are kind of like more story driven animation. And, like they'll be a lot better to watch.
Oh
2 year
yeah,
inspired.
and for
86.
everybody, I gotta say something at least once a week about it. We have finally booked our tickets for Demon Slayer. We are on for good. We are gonna 25th, right? Let me see. Let me calendar.
And Step Back already
Uh,
knows what happens.
I mean I do too. I'm just ready. I'm just see the movie.
They both know what
Yeah,
happens.
25th.
I know what
Yeah.
happens.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You got spoiled.
No, I stopped at that point before the anime was even made.
Oh,
I don't know why, but I'm really good about like making like a
stopping.
stoppage, like right when the anime.
Cause you
season
get a
is
feel for it. Like when action stop, you like, all right, this is always gonna be a story for new arc. You know what I mean? I feel like we get a good
So
sense of that.
cause my first time reading Demon Slayer, I actually read like 7 chapters and then I heard it was gonna be anime. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drop this real quick. I'm just gonna stop reading.
Yeah, cause
I got far before they announced that.
Yeah,
Joke.
I'm
yeah,
sure.
this stuff it's gonna be a pretty good season. I'm actually pretty excited now that I watched some more things. to just be able to talk about it more and discuss more. This is pretty much what the episode's gonna be like for a while. A lot of Shaman King talk, a lot of Eden Zero, My Hero.
I'm gonna
And
get up on all
hopefully
these
the
anime though. I'm gonna stop procrastinating.
hopefully we talk more about the stuff on our watch list and get into that and just updates about things that are going on. Actually, I haven't heard any news updates, so that's why we didn't update nothing about like things going on.
Something probably happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, not that like noteworthy. It was like, oh yeah, this is big news. Um, so other than that, thank you guys for watching the podcast. Subscribe to the AniCrew podcast, and also, you subscribe to my personal channel on YouTube, Mr. Uchiha, Justin, Reborn World. Step back. I don't know if you still doing your YouTube
No,
channel personally.
I'm done. I'm
Okay,
retired.
but he will come out of retirement soon. But also,
All my
like you
100K
said,
Oh,
subscribers.
JoJo Part 6 got announced. Step back, calm
oh,
down, calm down, calm down. Oh my gosh. I hate
Gosh,
this
bro.
dude. I hate this
What?
dude so.
What?
Hey, calm down before you get us canceled. Hey,
Um,
hey,
you know what?
uh,
I
uh,
honestly, you know how I feel about JoJo's, but to a lot of the viewers, if y'all watch JoJo's, I feel sad for y'all. That's all I can say.
if you
I
watch
haven't watched it at
JoJo's,
all.
you
Yeah.
probably love JoJo's, so
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
don't.
Lick, lick, lick,
Okay.
lick, lick.
Anyways,
Top three
Bro,
of all time on my list.
bro, you never be, bro. Must talking
Top,
about lick, 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 lick.
top
Bro,
three.
what is that?
It's context to it,
Oh
doofus.
my gosh, bro. It could be context to it, but Mars is going lick, 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 lick. I'm off it.
Context,
okay.
doof.
Without the bashing,
Old
yeah,
ball.
subscribe to Mr. Uchiha. We do a lot of me and Justin actually have a series
Anyways.
to It Takes game called It Takes Two. Check that out, and also I stream a lot. Also, you can find me on Twitch, all kind of things. Same thing. Just first YouTube, and then check out the channel. Support the channel.
It'll be all linked in the description below.
All in the descriptions. And also don't
LeBron's
don't be
gonna do all
afraid.
that.
Yep. Don't be afraid to comment. We love talking to the peoples. We're small, starting off small, but gotta get our true fans first. Y'all been here since day one, so we love y'all the
If you watch
most.
JoJo's, don't comment.
If you watch JoJo's, I'll give you permission to comment. He just won't respond. All right, I'll respond to you. But don't spoil nothing 'cause I ain't watching.
I hate you so much.
Never should have said nothing. Never should have said nothing.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Catch us next week. Hopefully next Sunday again. Yeah. Other than that, guys, peace out and
JoJo's
Bye.
top 5. Bye.